Refer to your kennel installation diagram for the following steps. Starting on the left-hand side, pull your desired dimension from the back wall to where the front of the door frame will end up and make a mark. Repeat the process until you have reached the end of the kennel layout. Now that you have the proper distance from the back wall, pop a chalk line and connect the marks. At the front of the run, pull a dimension from the side wall to your desired measurement and make a mark. Now at the back of the run, pull the same dimension from the side wall and make a mark. Now connect the two marks by popping a chalk line. Again, pulling from the side wall of the front of the kennel, pull to your desired dimension and make a mark. Now repeat the steps to get the dimension at the back of the run. Once you have laid out each kennel enclosure, it is time to install the floor anchor channels. Now, at every chalk line where there will be a side panel, make a mark 1 3/8 from the front chalk line. Now continue this process until all chalk lines are marked properly. The next step is to mark and drill out your floor anchor channel holes. Position the floor anchor channel over the chalk line, where the chalk line is visible through the attachment holes. Slide the floor anchor channel over. Now follow the steps recommended by the manufacturer of your fastener you choose and drill the attachment holes. Now it is time to silicone the floor anchor channel down to the floor. First, apply a liberal amount of silicone over the chalk line. When applying this bead of silicone, more is better. Even if you lay the floor anchor channel down on the silicone and it overflows over the sides, this is okay. Simply start at one end and run your finger along the side to smooth out the overflow. This will actually create an even better barrier against cross-contamination. Once you lay the floor anchor channel down and do not have overflow, it is recommended that you go back and apply another bead along both sides of the floor anchor channel to create an even better barrier against cross-contamination. Now it's time to fasten the floor anchor channel to the floor with your choice of fasteners. Once again, contact your contractor or architect for recommendations. Now it is time to install the side panels and kennel doors. To help facilitate the install, you might find it helpful to place the appropriate door in close proximity to the enclosure where it will be mounted. In this image, we place the door inside the run and open the door at a 90-degree angle to the frame. But be aware this might not work in every instance. To move the side panel into place, it is highly recommended that you have at least 3 people helping at all times. Position the side panel over the floor anchor channel. Now lower it down in the back corner, where the base of the side panel swallows the floor anchor channel, and the floor anchor channel will now be completely inside the base of the side panel. While supporting and taking much of the weight off the front of the side panel, slide the panel to the back wall. Now we want to attach the first door to the side panel to hold it in place. First, remove all nuts, washers, clips, and wall angles. Then put the door in place and attach it to the side panel loosely. Do not tighten down the lock nuts during this step. We just want the door and the side panel to hold each other up. Now on the side panel, remove the top clip and the wall angle. Flip over the wall angle and reattach it loosely. Do the same with the top clip. Continue the process until all kennel doors and side panels are in place. Now we are ready to square, level, and attach all kennels and side panels. To install a kennel door to a side wall, first we pull a dimension from the back wall to the front of the door frame. Next, place a leveling square onto the front of the door frame and check to ensure that the door is level in the vertical position and horizontal. Now with the top clip held loosely in place on the door frame stud, slide it over where it touches the sidewall and drill your attachment hole. Choose the appropriate drill and bit for your application. Attach the top clip in place by using the appropriate fastener for the material your sidewall is constructed of. Contact your architect or contractor for fastener recommendations. With the top clip fastened to the sidewall, double check the front of the door frame to ensure it is still vertically level and your measurement is still held at the bottom. Then, with the wall angle held loosely in place on the back of the door studs, slide it over where it touches the sidewall and drill your attachment holes. Again, choosing the appropriate drill and drill bit for your application. Once all holes are drilled into the sidewall, attach the wall angle in place by using appropriate fasteners for the material your sidewall is constructed of. Again, contact your architect or contractor for fastener recommendations. Now with the ratchet set, lightly tighten down the lock nuts holding the wall angle and top clip. Never use a drill motor to tighten a lock nut. Drill motors create too much torque and will snap or twist the stud off. For the same reason, do not over-tighten the lock nut. Stop tightening when you feel or notice resistance. Now that the door frame is secured to the sidewall, we want to square the kennel run by starting at the bottom of the door frame. Using a bar clamp, draw both doors and side panels together. Then ensure the panel and door frame fronts are at the correct measurements. In this install, a 72-inch side panel is used, so we want to hold 72 at the front of the door frame. Once the desired measurement is reached, check the side panel to ensure it's level horizontally and vertically. Use the flat crowbar to elevate the side panel as needed. Now to secure the side panel to the back wall, repeat the steps we did in attaching the door to the sidewall. Again, use the appropriate fasteners. It is acceptable to use a drill motor to attach fasteners to the building's walls, but again, never use a drill motor to tighten lock nuts onto weld studs. Double check your vertical level once more before you start tightening lock nuts located on the back of the door. Start at the bottom of the door and work your way up. If you have a door that is designed with a side partition, there will be a foot extension that rests on the floor. From the back wall, measure to the desired measurement to the front of the door frame. Adjust as needed. Rest the door clip on the ground and drill your hole attachment to anchor the clip to the ground. Apply your fastener into the hole and secure it to the ground. In this install, the design called for drive anchors. Now check the next door frame for level. Adjust as needed. Now since we are working left to right, we start on the left-hand side and repeat all steps until the installation is complete. Contact your customer care representative with any other questions you may have.